Hi.
Hi.
Hello. Wow. It's quite a lot of people now. 5 people already. Hi everyone. Halo semuanya. Saya Shivani Octavia yang akan menemani kalian semua selama 60 menit ke depan bersama Kak Onat ya di sini. Hai Kak, apa kabar Kak?
Baik, baru bangun.
Wow, ini udah banyak. Halo semuanya yang join. Apa apa kabar? How's UK, Kak?
It's a bit cold right here right now because it's actually summer, but because I'm in Scotland, the weather is kind of strange. It's a bit of raining and then a bit of sunny at a random time.
Wow, it's sunny here. It's quite hot here actually. Well, how's our viewer? Hi viewers. Hai. Viewers kita, pertama aku mau ngucapin terima kasih ya buat Kak Onat dan juga para viewers kita yang udah nonton live PBI kali ini. PBI in 60 minutes.
Yay!
Yay! For your information ya teman-teman, acara ini tuh diselenggarakan oleh program studi pendidikan bahasa Inggris Fakultas Pendidikan dan Bahasa Unika Atma Jaya Jakarta nih teman-teman. Nah mungkin buat kalian yang kepo ya, apa itu PBI in 60 minutes? PBI in 60 minutes ini acara bincang-bincang kita nih, jadi kayak semacam apa ya, obrolan santai gitu selama 60 menit. Nah apa aja sih yang bakalan kita omongin? Ya pokoknya seputar prodi kita nih, jadi ada prodi kita, ada dunia perkuliahan, ada juga tips-tips bermanfaat selama menempuh studi kita pas S1 di PBI. Nah, terus juga profesinya nanti lulus itu bagaimana, terus juga pekerjaan apa, dan pasti akan ada topik-topik lainnya juga nih. Hehe. Nah, bincang-bincangnya sama siapa aja? So, pasti narasumber kita dong, entah itu students, lecturer, atau alumni nih kayak Kak Onat di sini. Nah, makanya tungguin aja, semoga hari PBI ini apa ya, PBI in 60 minutes ini bakalan ada seterusnya gitu. Mudah-mudahan bisa rutin ya setiap minggu.
Amin.
Jadi make sure kalian set time nanti kalau ada info lagi buat nonton. Karena pasti seru banget ya nggak sih Kak?
Iya, PBI selalu seru.
PBI selalu seru Kak. Wow, jadi makin penasaran nih. Langsung aja apa kita mulai ya Kak ya? Haruskah kita mulai nih Kakak?
Oke.
Oke deh, Kak. Would you mind introducing yourself first? Karena kan nggak kenal maka nggak sayang.
So my name is actually Jonathan, but then people usually call me Onat. And now I'm a master student in Glasgow University. I'm taking masters in inclusive education through Cheving scholarship. So I graduated from PBI in 2018.
Wow, di Glasgow tuh berarti di Inggris kan ya, Kak?
Di Inggris,
Alright. Kak, sebelumnya kan Kakak di PBI. What actually made you decide to join PBI? Ada nggak sih kayak alasan spesial gitu?
Like, is it in English or in Indonesia?
I guess we can both mix lah ya, Kakak.
Okay. So the first reason why I joined PBI is actually because I didn't finish my first degree. So I think most of you didn't know that. You think that, oh, I'm super smart and everything like that. But actually I had taken a first degree and I didn't finish it because I didn't like it. So then I was trying to find like my passion. So I was taking a break for 1 year. So I was trying to think like, what I'm going to do in my life, so what I'm actually capable of doing. And then I was thinking like, what can I also do when I don't have anything in my life. For example, if I went poor, so I was thinking, oh, maybe I can be a teacher. And then I was like, oh, what can I teach? Maybe I can do English because that's the only good score when I was doing high school that I have, like the highest one. So I was thinking, so I joined PBI because of that. And the reason why I chose PBI specifically, because when I look through my research, like which one is the best school that offers like English language education. Actually, Atma Jaya is what is I think it's the kind of like the only one in Jakarta with A accreditation that
I
offers
think so, yeah.
English language education, because most of the other universities they're actually offering like English literature or stuff like this. But I specifically want this English language education because I know like if the world turns upside down, you know, you can always earn of being a teacher.
Uh,
That was the reason. But then my life is different now.
Now, I think we're going to have like a throwback moment about when you were still a student in Atma Jaya. Can we?
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
So let's talk about the campus situation. How's your impression of the learning environment in PBI?
The learning environment is actually very unique, like comparing to the previous university that I attended. So first of all, it feels like a family because everyone knows everybody there. Because there is not so much of us there, so you will know everyone, and it's very close community. So it feels like my second home. I can say at that
I
time.
actually feel that too. I actually
Yeah.
feel that too. I feel like this is my second home because like the lecturer feels so supportive toward us. And then the friends, like we don't really have like a big family. We have only like 2 class or 3 class, but we feel very close and it's like a family.
Yeah, and then talking about the lecturers as well, you are right because they're very supportive. They're so reachable because in my previous university, for example, if I want to reach a specific lecturer, it takes ages to get through them. But then here, we have the advantages because, yeah, as you said, like they are very supportive. It's really easy to reach them out.
I completely agree with you, Kak, because like in this situation, it's very hard, you know, like we need to communicate online. But the lecturer is very supportive. Like most of them, they even like over you if you still have like confusion towards a lesson, they will over you. Do you need a call? And they will like explain to you directly.
Yeah, I think they're really passionate of what they're doing.
Yeah, I think so, and that's why you should join Atma Jaya PBI. Okay, don't forget to join, guys. Yang masih SMA, tolong join ya. Okay, Kak, what was your favorite course back then? Any favorite?
I think my favorite course was all of the speaking classes because I really like to speak. I don't know why. So that's one of my favorite courses there. But basically, all of the courses are I like them all. But then I think the hardest one, if you want me to say, is I think it's RELT. What is the abbreviation of
Oh my
that?
God, I'm going to have it like on my next semester. I'm scared.
It's research something.
Research, no, research method in English language teaching. If I'm not mistaken, is
I think
it?
so. Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm so scared. Is it like the hardest?
For me that time, yeah. But then when
But-
you pass through it, it's okay.
But how about the rest? The rest is just okay.
I mean, like the rest. I mean, like because there's a lot of courses, so each has its uniqueness itself.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. And then, do you have like any special favorite lecture when you were there, when you were studying there?
Any lectures, any special lectures? I think every lecturer is special there because every time I would have like a class, I'm always excited like to attend the course because I don't know, it's just fun being there and learning. even though
Okay.
sometimes I'm late.
Do you have like any favorite, like what, choose one favorite? Is there like the most favorite lecture? Is there
uh,
one? No?
Everyone is my favorite.
Oh, yeah, actually me too. Even though like sometimes I think it's not the lecture though, but the course itself that make us like, oh, like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like, I
Yeah,
mean, like
is it?
of course, like there will be like one course that you are less favorite of, but then I think when you graduate, you will know that actually like every lecture has their own uniqueness, and then what they're doing is for our own good. So everyone is my favorite now.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. And back then, like there's organization and also like
Mhm.
UKM. Were you involved in any of them?
Yeah, actually, I involved in two. So I was with international office, I think, for about more 2 years or so. So I was one of the international student bodies.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah. They still have
So
it now.
yeah, they still have it now. So if you are applying for PBI and if you like to interact with exchange students and have more international experience, I really encourage to join on that one. And also, I also been active being a committee for English days, like for 2 years in a row. Yeah.
Do you join the student? Did you join the student body? Pass.
Which one?
There's an
The-
organization, HEMA, I think.
Oh, I didn't join that one. I only
Oh, you
joined
didn't join that one.
yeah. I only
I
joined
see.
some like pop-up events because I cannot really commit that much with the time because I was also working when I was studying.
Wow. Wait, what kind of job did you have when you were being a student in PBI?
Oh, it's actually various kind of jobs. So I was working as a translator,
Wow.
transcriber, and some kind of articles writing for various companies.
Did you like start the job early? Like once you got inside during like your first semester, you already start the job, or it's after you study a little bit or study a little bit longer than
Um,
before?
so one thing that is good about studying in PB is because all of our courses, when I was studying there, I don't know if it's still happening right now as well. So most our courses are always ended in the afternoon. I think the maximum time that we had classes back then it was around 1, 2, or 3 p.m. So then actually you have like 7 hours left in your life, right? So that time I usually
Yeah.
use it for a part-time job or I take like for some work. For example, when I was in my like third semester, I was able to take like a full-time job because all of the courses was ended at 2 p.m. by that time. So I was working from 3 to 9, like from Monday to Friday. And I applied to answer your question. I applied on my second semester most of my jobs, and yeah,
Wow.
and all of the jobs were actually some related to English. So it doesn't necessarily to be have like English language teaching, for example, like translation or transcriber. But then I use the like like I'm a student of English language education, and then with that they trust me with the job.
Oh, wow. So if you are in English, like in English education students, they will like trust you with a job which is related to language.
Yeah, in a way, yes.
I actually feel that too. Actually, like I already like start doing like a private teaching ever since the first semester, I think. And
Yeah.
it's really helpful. Like the lesson that we learn during the course is like very, very, very helpful.
Yeah, I also did private lessons, over private lessons, and then yeah, they actually really trust us because they know that we are studying English language education. Like even I was actually teaching some Korean students
Wow.
English, and then it's really good. Like the pay is really good as well.
Yeah, I know. They can like pay you quite good. So guys, let's join PBI ya. So, Kak, how do you think PBI contributes to what you are today? You are a Cheving scholarship awardee now.
Mm.
How do you think PBI contributes to that?
I think PBI contribute like a lot, like in the process. Like I wouldn't have the thought of pursuing a master in education if I didn't take the bachelor degree at the first place, and then also the seminar that was held actually one of the factors why I decided what I decide today. So there was like a seminar about inclusive education
Oh,
that is
yeah, yeah.
that was collaborating with PBI, and that really opens up my mind, and that's why I choose what I'm studying today right now.
Ah, I see. Now, I think for inclusive education, we started to have like a course in which we learn how to handle students with not really special needs. Yeah, I think
Like,
we call it as learning difficulties.
oh
I
yeah,
just,
that's
yeah. Did you have that lesson back then?
uh I'm not sure if I had it back then because it doesn't sound familiar.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure.
Ah,
Maybe I didn't have it.
oh, yeah, but now we have it. It's like very nice though to like see the picture of how you teach students who are different.
Oh, maybe I had it. Someone commented. Yeah. Oh, because you were saying it in English, so I don't
Yeah,
realize.
yeah.
Oh, AKB, yeah, we had it.
Oh yeah, the course name now are mostly in English, I think. I'm not really, to be honest with you, I'm not really familiar with the Indonesian terms of the course. This
Yeah,
is like a funny part of me.
that is actually like learning difficulties, but actually there are many kind of difficulties that
Yeah.
students might have, not only
Mhm.
learn.
Mhm. Mhm. Oh wait, someone asked, how about the lecture?
How about the lecture?
Mhm.
What about the lecture? What
Mhm. The
about the?
lecture there. I think like how the lecture in the class is conduct. Perhaps do you want to share like one of like the most like memorable lecture that you have?
Uh, Maybe I will take it from speaking class.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the way they provide the lessons is really like based on real life situation experience. It's really content based. So
Mm-hmm.
they usually give us like a content of things what we had to do. So I think one time we even had to do a talk in front of so many people in the university hall, and
Yeah,
that is
yeah, yeah.
so
I remember having that. It's like
yeah.
our exam, is it?
Yeah, I mean, like it's really good, like to boost your confidence and then to train you. I think the speaking class, because of that, because of the things that I did in the speaking class, it really boosts my confidence to speak in public. So that is really good.
Yeah, I remember. I was like having like a hard time and I was crying in that class. But then I realized that
But it's
actually
right.
this I'm crying. Like I'm seriously I was crying at that class because like I was so scared. But I just realized after that that it was for my own good, and they support me like in a different way. Sometimes like we think that it was harsh, but when you look back at it, it's actually for your own good.
Yeah, and your English is
Yeah.
very good. You shouldn't be
Thank
crying.
you. Thank you so much. Yeah, the lectures are great and supportive. I completely agree with that statement. Our lecture is very supportive. All right then. I think so, guys. Kalau kalian mau coba nih ya, mau coba daftar nih, mungkin ada dede SMA di sini. Ada dede SMA bisa wave dong. Ada dede SMA nggak di sini? Tidak
Oh,
ada.
ada itu ada
Oh,
yang masuk
ada.
ya. Someone said.
Oh, ada. Kalau yang minat daftar, kita masih punya gelombang ketiga nih. Mungkin kalian bisa mark up the date. Ini tanggal periode Agustus 2020. Bisa langsung dicek di website atmajaya.ac.id. Karena sekarang tuh gampang banget kalau Nat buat daftar kuliahnya.
Oh gitu.
Iya, cukup buka website aja.
Di mana tuh? Buka websitenya sekarang.
di di atmajaya.ac.id.
Oh,
Wow, ini ada yang udah keterima. Welcome,
wow. Hi,
Chandra
Sandra.
Maria.
Yeah, you will have a lot of fun there. And then I think I forgot to tell you that when I was studying there, so after the first semester, I think you are eligible for a scholarship. So if you get a really good score, after the first semester or second semester, I'm not really sure. So you can get up to 50% scholarship for your fee. So it's really
Oh yeah,
good.
I think so. Yeah. There are actually a lot of scholarship.
Yeah, and then the fee becomes like quite cheap after. So if you do, I mean, like the course are fun. So if you do good, it's gonna be a lot of fun studying there, and you can save a lot of money.
Nah, ini buat yang belum daftar, langsung aja cus ke atmajaya.ac.id. Nah, pas kalian udah buka webnya nih, nanti dalam layar bagian sebelah kanan ada pilihan register now. Nah, nanti juga ada beberapa menu pilihan kayak daftar sekarang, cara pendaftaran, perbaharui aplikasi, dan cek status pendaftaran. Kalian langsung klik aja daftar sekarang, terus isi formulirnya. Jangan lupa ya teman-teman yang masih SMA.
Yay.
Ayo bergabung, karena fix nggak bakalan nyesel sih kalau bergabung di sini. Ya nggak? Mana nih suaranya, ada nggak nih PBI people, PBI students, wave dong. Wow,
Yeah.
wave dong, send heart for us, PBI students. Wow, hi PBI students. Alright then, itu tadi
Halo, Jess.
seputar pendaftaran kampus ya. Jangan lupa buat teman-teman yang mau daftar, langsung cus ke atmajaya.ac.id.
Yay.
Yay! Oh ya, kawan, I think we should continue our talk.
Okay.
Kak, I heard you travel a lot.
Yes, I did.
What countries have you visited? Is it like when you become a student of PBI, you started to visit like a lot of country, or would you mind telling the story?
Okay. So actually, like I have traveled before I joined PBI, but then after I joined PBI, I traveled even more. I was hearing something. Is it from? Okay. So
Okay.
maybe we can wait for 1-2 minutes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think there is like azan. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, it's in my house actually. Okay, I'm really sorry.
Maybe just 1 minute. I cannot really hear.
Yeah, just 1 minute.
Someone asked a question. Yes. Okay.
Oh my god, this is a loud house. Hold on a second. I need to tell my brother to be quiet. Shh. Be quiet. Quiet. I have a lot of brothers. This is the perks of having a lot of siblings. Shh.
Maybe they were fighting or something.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Can you hear me well if I talk?
Yeah. I can hear you well.
But I'm not sure if everyone can hear it well with the back sound now, or maybe we should wait.
Yeah. Wait. Let me tell it. Quiet down for a minute. No, not a minute. I need an hour. Shh. Sis, please. Okay, I'm sorry for that. Can you hear us now clearly?
Yeah, I think it's better now. So to answer your question, so I actually have traveled before I joined PBI. But then since I joined PBI, I know that I was gonna have to work at some point in the end of the study. So after I joined PBI, I decided to just travel during the short semester, like the short break. like every short break, because we have like 2 months of break every summer, right? So then
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah. We
always
have around 2 months.
yeah, I always use the time to gain some like international experience during that time. So I think and it's always abroad, because I know that abroad experience not only that can open up your knowledge about a lot of things, open up your eyes, and then being out of your comfort zone. So I always try to go to find an opportunities like abroad opportunities during that time. Like for example, like international student exchange, or to be involved in international projects with students. So now in total, I have visited like 27 countries.
Oh wow! Would you mind like sharing what kind of project did you do back then?
Uh, okay,
Is it
so
related to teaching?
yeah, it was related to teaching, because I know it could add up like a lot of value to my CV. So in 2015, I was doing Global Youth Ambassador program. It was with ISEC. I don't know
Oh
if you guys
yeah,
know
yeah.
ISEC.
I
So
was
it's
actually one of the global volunteer exchange
oh,
participants back then. Yeah,
where
last
did you
year,
go? Where did you go?
Malaysia, Malaysia.
Malaysia. So
Yeah.
I went to Poland that time.
Wow, Poland.
Yeah, Poland. So we were teaching like a lot of kindergartens in Poland. It was like a kindergarten project where you are placed in various kindergartens, and then you can learn about like how they're actually doing the teaching and learning there. And we got to meet a lot of cute students, and then we got to teach them as well. And it was about 6 weeks, so it's
Yeah,
definitely
it lasts
ended
for
up.
6 weeks.
So because we always have like 2 months of break, so that definitely helps a lot. And then actually, whenever you go, like whenever I go there, and then when I go back home, and then I continue my study, I become like more confident in what I'm doing, because I feel like I have like more knowledge that I can contribute of and to be involved of in the learning.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
that's actually like very cool. I was joined the program. Actually, like the department is the
Yeah.
one who was the one who shared the information to me. Before I didn't know that such program
Yeah.
exists. So our department now is very supportive
Mm-hmm.
if you want to go like doing students exchange or a global volunteer project
Mm-hmm.
abroad, and they even like they can offer you like a scholarship right now,
Yeah.
because when I was going there, I have like a partial scholarships. So
Mm-hmm.
if you guys want to go abroad, you don't really have to be worried. I
Mm-hmm.
know like it costs a lot, but really our department is very supportive about that.
Yeah, actually, that is true. Like even the international office in Atma, they always have like programs that students can go to, and
Mm-hmm.
then because I was still a student, I always choose the program. So you don't have to worry about the money, because sometimes they offer like funding or like
Mm-hmm.
partial funding. So sometimes you don't even
Mm-hmm.
have to pay for accommodations and food, and then all you need is usually like mostly like the flight tickets. So there's always a way to do this kind of stuff.
What's the matter the most is we need to gather up the courage and then fly, because I know it's not an easy things to do.
Yeah, like even they have if they have the funding, sometimes the students don't want to go, right? So that's also a challenge.
Yeah. Um, Poland is like one of like the best. Is it the best? Like they have like quite good things there. Do you ever experience a bad experience? Like something bad
Uh,
happened?
Something bad happened in Poland, so not really. Like
No,
I
no, no,
think
not in Poland,
not in
but
Poland.
during like your voluntary program in general. Is there like some like experience that is very bad? Have you ever
Uh,
experienced stuff like that?
Maybe not bad. Like I did like teaching internship experience in India in 2014. So in my first week, that was like my first time living abroad for so long. In my first week, so it wasn't necessarily bad, just because it was my first time. I thought everything was bad back then because I saw some cows on the street, and then I was living in the village, and then I was alone, and then the situation of my living was not so good. So I thought that was bad, but thankfully I survived. After 2 weeks living there, I was like, okay, I can do this. So after, like, fast forward to 6 months, here I am right now, still alive.
Still alive. Yeah, alive and great. Oh yeah, I also heard that I thought you were working in Disneyland.
Oh yeah, I did that before my master.
Oh, you did that before your master. How did you get the job? Because it's like everybody's dream to work on
Uh-huh.
Disney.
So actually, like, I don't think many of you know, actually Disney is actually opening up 2 places every year. Maybe not during the pandemic. I think they're holding up the offer right now. So they always have 2 places every year for Indonesians to work there for a year with Disney education team to teach about the culture of our country. And then the process of application is actually really easy, and actually PBI has helped me a lot with that, because with the writing classes that we had, and we have written so many things, right? So when I was studying there, I write a letter to Disney, that like my letter of motivations, which I think we were also being taught in the one of the courses we have in PBI. So I just sent that letter, and then 1 year after my application, they called me for an interview, and then I got accepted. And it was so fun to work there.
Oh, that's actually like nice. So all you need is like a letter of motivation. Is there anything
Yeah.
else? Is there like
Uh,
any special skills that we need? Do we have to be able to like perform
yeah.
something?
I think the thing that they really look up the most, that you will be able to share your culture, and then in a way kind of like teaching. And then also, like, the reason why they pick my applications, I think because I was enrolled in, I told them that I was still a student of English language education, and they actually need someone from educational background, because our main task is actually like educating the children. It's with
Ah, I
Disney education.
see.
It's like with Disney education team, like to educate the children about the culture of Indonesia. So if you are taking PB as the course and you want to work in Disneyland, for example, and you will say that you are actually studying something about teaching, they can definitely help you to get the place.
More reason to join PBI.
Yeah, because like it's English, and then yeah, and also I used the reason of like I had a lot of exposures of showing my culture to like people from other countries, because I was an international students body. So it's like a complete package. Studying at Jaya, you can be a student body, show the culture, and then you can also get knowledge of teaching.
Ah, I see. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It actually, even like the speaking class in which you were asked to like give a speech in front of a lot of people, it helps you build up the courage so that later
Yeah.
on when you are having job, you already have enough courage to perform.
Yeah, actually, that I also forgot to mention, like the placement that was given from PBI, like to teach in schools. Yeah, that really boosts up my confidence, like to speak in front of big audience, because
Where
we
did
had
you where did you teach back then?
uh
What
for my
what
internships,
school? Mm-hmm.
it's Assisi.
Assisi.
I think
Oh yeah, I've heard about it.
I think that's, is it Obama School? Oh no, is it Obama? Not really, not that one. Sorry, different one.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you also asked me like what I was actually doing, right, back
Mm-hmm.
then. So apart from the like Poland, in the thing that I did in Poland, so I was actually also working in Malaysia as a bartender in a hostel during
Really?
my summer. Yeah. So for that one, I didn't even have to pay for anything. I just went there with a flight, with a flight, and then I stay there for free. But then I have to work for them as a bartender in the hostel, and it was really fun. And then the only thing that I needed was just English. So like like if you're joining PBI, it doesn't necessarily that you have to be a teacher, because there are a lot of things that you can do with this
I
degree.
completely
Yeah.
agree with that. It doesn't have to be teaching. There are so many there are so many job options that you can choose actually after graduating, right?
Yeah, actually, I got my first like office job just
Mm-hmm.
right after my graduation.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
You've been working like in the office? In the office?
uh, because like I think we have like a group in PBI where they actually like post some job opportunities that is
Ah,
related
yeah,
to
yeah,
our
yeah,
field.
yeah. Uh-huh.
So, like just before the graduation, I think one of the lecturers posted that, and we were in the same group with the lecturer. And then she posted that job, and then I applied, and then I got accepted. Like
Ah, I
it was
see.
like it was like an international mining company in Jakarta.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see
and
that.
it was not teaching. I was doing a translation job, and then I was
Mm-hmm.
also like included in the HR team to do some interviews in English.
Oh,
So it was quite cool.
wow. That's cool. Oh, okay, then. Um, when you are traveling, since you are traveling like a lot,
Mhm.
what sort of experience did you get when you travel? And is there like any? Oh, we talked already about it about the challenge, but
Mhm.
what kind of experience that you get when you are traveling?
The experience that I get when I travel is actually open up my mind, like about how I see of my country in general. Because at first I thought that Indonesia was very, like there are some, like the other countries are better than Indonesia, but actually, and then we as an Indonesian, we have like less advantage. But then when I went abroad for those international projects and stuff like this, it actually opens up my mind. Like I couldn't believe at the first place, like I'm actually like an Indonesians, like teaching people about like my country, and then they're really interested to know about it. And then when you are outside of your country, I think there will be like a lot of things that you realize that they don't have, that we have, and what they have and we don't have. So it's, in a perspective, it kind of like open up your minds, like how to develop better in terms of moving forward.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with that. It opens your eyes, like in the way, like how to handle stuff. You know, like sometimes we need to work with other people from different country, and they have like different culture.
Yeah,
There's
I mean, like would you imagine like an Indonesian teaching English in India? Would that even be possible? Because all of them are actually speaking English, and then they trust me that time to teach English for the kids in India, and that's already like something. And then uh, even I was also like doing an au pair in
mm-hmm.
2000. I don't know if you know, like an au pair is actually like kind of like babysitting.
Yeah, yeah, I've heard about
And
it.
yeah, 2016, I also went to Malaysia, do an au pair for a French family on an island. So I was doing an au pair for them, but then in that island, there's like a homeschool for like the French people that live there. So it's all French. And then before before that time, I always think like, oh, like people from Europe, like they speak better English than I do, and then like like they're being like superior
Mm-hmm.
in this sense of English. But then I was so surprised when the mom knows that I actually study about English language education. She asked me, "Hey, do you want to do like a volunteer job in our homeschool to teach the French kids English?" And I was
What?
like, "Uh-huh." And that was like my first time teaching English to like Westerners, and it was
Mm-hmm.
really like eye-opening experience for me. And then it makes me more confident that actually like with our, it doesn't matter like where you're coming from, if you have a right background to your, you know the field that you're doing, I think you can do the job, like despite of where you're coming from, and you don't have to compare yourself with the others, that you can also do
Mm.
it.
Um, when you were doing that job, I mean, like, there's always a language barrier. Have you ever, like, faced a difficulty about language? You know, like, sometimes we explain something and they don't understand about it. Have you ever experienced something like that?
Yeah, I think like the most of the things that I experienced it hard at the first time being in different places is about the accents. But then being in the,
Ah,
because I always be in different places for quite like not a short period of time. It's kind of always like either like 3 months or 6 months or something like this. So after some weeks, I always pick up on the accents, and then actually sometimes I had to, for example, to adapt to the accent that they can understand what I'm saying. And
is
being
it
in different,
hard? You know,
um,
like, take for example, French. You know, like, they have a very difficult pronunciation.
yeah, sometimes like for the French, I had to speak slowly. But then, for
Oh.
example, like for when I was in India, I think in my first weeks, they couldn't understand what I was saying, like for some times. But then I realized, oh, maybe it's because of my accent. Then when I change my accent to their accent, they can understand.
Can you, like, perform one of the accent? Perhaps,
Oh,
like,
one of the accent. Oh, okay,
uh-huh.
I can do it. So uh, this is like maybe the Indian accent is the easiest one. So good morning, everyone. My name is Jonathan.
that's,
What do
that's
you
so,
want to eat?
that's so funny. It actually, like, open up. Oh, that's actually nice. One day, I really hope that I can visit India. I'm really excited
Yeah,
though.
it's a really beautiful country, and the people are so nice as well. I actually met like quite bunch of friends there, and it was so funny. One of the guy who used to stay with me
Mm-hmm.
in my first week, so he was teaching like music for kids, and then like now, like 6 years after, it was like 2014, right? And then now, when I see him now, he's like a Bollywood star or something like this, and his account is
Oh, really?
verified.
Wow, that's actually great.
Yeah, yeah, and then being abroad, you meet a lot of friends, and then you make a lot of people that eventually becomes like your, family friends that you can always count on off. I met
Mm-hmm.
one good friend. Uh, I think I met one good friend like from Germany. So I think like it has been 5 years now, but I think it was like already like 3 times I visited the family there because we have good relationship. Even I was
I
there
see.
for Christmas and become like their adopted family,
Yeah, it's
adopted
actually,
child.
like, really nice. I was having, like, quite lots of students. I conducted workshop back then, and they still, like, message me on Instagram, even like once after I got home, and I feel like it's always a family there. I have, like, a new family.
Yeah, and then like the only way you can connect with them is by English, right? And then that's why
Yeah,
you have to
English
join
connects
PBI.
you. Mm-hmm. All right, now that we already talk about travel, can we talk about your master now? Your master degree?
Yeah, sure. We can
You
talk.
were you are studying in Glasgow University, right?
Yes.
And and you're taking inclusive education.
Yeah.
Is there any special reason or on why you want to pursue a master degree in inclusive education?
The reason why I wanted to do the master in inclusive education, first of all,
Mm-hmm.
because actually at first I didn't know what I wanted to take for my master, but I had it in my mind that I want to take a master. So I kind of like pray like to God, like please give me a sign, like what master should I take? But I don't want to take a master that everyone already has, because I want to take a master that the knowledge can be useful for other people, like some kind of new knowledge that I can contribute of. So I want to like some kind of purposeful master that can be impactful for others. So then after I think like it was like my last year in the university, I didn't know about inclusive education at all. And then there was this seminar about inclusive education in the university, and then the speaker was telling the audience about inclusive education, and that time I was clueless about like what actually inclusive education, and then because I didn't really know much about it, so I went through research like on internet and to find more about it. And then surprisingly, we don't really have inclusive education degree in Indonesia, not even one university.
Oh,
What we,
really?
yeah, because what we have in Indonesia is special education needs. Like,
Ah.
so it's like for special education, not for inclusive education. So I decided to take that one because I realized that that's also like making boundaries, because we know that education in Indonesia is very separated when someone is having a special needs. So then I was thinking like, if I can have this knowledge, and then I think this is something can be really purposeful and impactful if I can share it to others, because I don't know if so many people know about it already, but I have the intention like to share the knowledge to the, for example, like teachers in Indonesia, because we know that we have like a lot of problems in our country, and then when you look more deeper into it, we have about 18 million people with special needs, and then mostly what we are doing right now, I mean, like it's developing, but then mostly all of the students with special needs, they're separated in the special schools.
Yeah.
And we
And
know like, and we know that how education being delivered in special school is, I mean, like it's not bad, but it's different. And then it, in a way, it's kind of like making a big wall between like the students in special schools and students in the mainstream school. And then it also, because of that as well, we have like a really big stigma of people with special needs,
yeah, I
you know?
completely agree with that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like people thinks like um their mind is also like there's a problem with their mind. Meanwhile,
Yeah,
it's only like yeah.
yeah. I mean, like people with special needs, first of all, it's not necessarily they don't have a really fully functional brain, right?
Mhm.
It's just
Yeah,
they have like
exactly.
you know, some kind of additional support. But then just you know, just a simple example, like for example, if you put a student with a wheelchair in a school like these days, because we still have this stigma, I think it will be seen as, you know, like this student is kind of different. But then
Yeah,
what
everyone
we,
will look at him
yeah,
or her
but
differently.
what we don't know is like how if every students with these things we call special needs are actually educated equally, because there are 18 million of them, and then we have a lot of problems. So I was thinking, so maybe one of the solutions is actually in their brain, but we haven't touched their brain. So how could we
Yeah.
know? You know, like Stephen Hawking and then Steffi Wonder, they have disabilities,
Mhm.
but they inspire a lot of people. So
Mhm.
maybe, so that time I was thinking, oh, maybe this is what I should do. So then maybe, I mean, it will take a lot of time, but at least maybe I can be someone who, you know, spread the knowledge at the beginning. So maybe in upcoming years, we will have, you know, people with additional support will sit side by side with the
Mhm.
students in mainstream school. So that was the idea why I took the course.
As far as I know, our campus is actually already supporting the inclusive education.
Mm-hmm.
So um there we have friends who's like they have
Oh
special
yeah,
needs,
yeah,
and even the lecture, that's very amazing. I have one lecture.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know one of my friends from my batch. I think she has like a visual impairment, but she's really good at English.
Mhm.
And the lecturers are really supportive as well. Like they make so I mean, like if you have a condition and then you're thinking about studying in PBI, I think you have no worry about it because the lecturers are very supportive. They even make they even are willing to create like a different set of tests that accessible to my friend back then. So it was really amazing how they did the job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I completely agree with that. All right, then. One more question. How do you think what you had learned in PBA contributes to the field you are studying now? I think it
Oh,
quite a lot.
I think it's really contributes like a lot to the field that I'm studying right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like first of all, it really helps me in terms of academic writing because we have a lot of academic writings in
Yeah, we have
PBA.
like 3 or 4 stages of
Yeah,
writing, is it?
yeah.
Yeah.
So if you want to study abroad, one of the things that you needed is like academic writings, like you are able to write like essays and some sorts of assignments in English. And then because I studied there in PB, so I didn't really have difficulties in that. And also like, speaking, because we are mostly speaking in English almost every day in PBE. So that helps me a lot in my confidence in, improving my speaking skills and being used to speaking English. And then also the pedagogy skill, because the field that I'm studying right now is about education. So we had a lot of lessons about pedagogy and these sorts of theories. So actually the things that I have studied back then in PBE were also taught here, like in the beginning of my course. So that's kind of interesting, right? So everything is just like connected pretty well. And the last thing that really helps me a lot is because in PBE we do our thesis in English, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we
actually,
have to do
what
our thesis in
what
English.
I find it interesting here, not every not every bachelor degree in Europe or America, like they had this kind of like thesis writing in English.
Really?
So yeah, sometimes they didn't even have any of those. So because I had it in PBE and it's specifically in English, so I don't have to, really relearn from the bottom anymore. Because here,
Ah.
like for the master, they offer one course specifically about like how to write, theoretical framework and then the things like for your thesis. And I had already
Ah.
learned that in PBE, like some of them. So like then you can connect it very well because I imagine that if you're coming from a university that didn't offer you like writing thesis or even writing thesis in English, it would be difficult like to start from the bottom of the ladder. So that's really helpful. It's really useful, like everything that we're taught in PBE.
Yeah, that's actually like real nice, especially when you are pursuing like a degree in education, which is related.
Yeah, and then the thing with education, like if for example, like if you want to pursue like a scholarship in terms of education, there's always a scholarship, like, and then there's always a need like to fill the the box in the scholarship box like for a course in education. So and then as you know right now that education degree, I mean like it's not like the degree that most people will take off. So in that sense, we are advantaged more in terms of getting advantage of the competitions because there are not a lot of us yet. So this is still the time if we want to be the leader of the competitions to enroll in this degree. I think.
Yeah. All right, that's actually pretty nice. So viewers, if you are still in dot, especially you guys who are still in high school and you are currently having dot on where am I going to continue my education next, you can choose PBI in Atma
Yeah,
Jaya.
and
Like
we even have like international students studying in our course, right?
yeah. I
Yeah,
have
because our
like
course is so good. Yeah,
yeah,
we have
we
students.
always have like we always have like international students coming each year, I think.
Yeah, during
Is
my
it?
time, we had international students from Thailand, Japan, and Korea. So that already shows like how good our course is.
Oh yeah, mine is from Japan, Thailand, and there's also one from Germany.
Oh, nice. Oh,
Yeah.
you had one from Germany?
Yeah,
That's new.
there's one from Germany. They took cross-cultural understanding back then.
Interesting.
Interesting. Yeah, that's why viewers, if you join us, there are so many opportunities coming for you, and you're not only going to teach, right, Kaonat?
Yeah.
You can work at Disney. You can be a translator. You can be everything you want because, like, English is one of the. I think it's quite the most important skills that we need to have during this era.
Yeah, and you can travel the world. Like you can teach in India. Like if you
Yeah.
travel. I think one of my friends from my batch, she was actually teach in China after the graduation. She was
Oh
actually in China. Yeah,
wow.
isn't
Yeah,
that
if you
cool?
want to go teach, let's go join us. We have a lot of opportunity. There's also like a lot of international opportunity.
Yeah, you can even like teach Bahasa Indonesia, right? Because like
Yeah,
teaching, and I think you have the course there, like Bahasa Indonesia language or something like.
yeah. We have the course on. Even we have like the specific course on like how to teach Indonesian language.
Right? So yeah, there are a lot
Yeah.
of things that we can do. It's not only about teaching, because like the thing that I'm doing right now, like while I'm studying, I'm also doing like a full-time job. So now I'm hired as a translator again. Uh,
Again?
yeah,
Wow.
for a trading company from Estonia. Yeah,
Wow, that's nice. That's
especially in
like
this,
really
yeah,
nice.
especially in this era of pandemic, there are a lot of like job opportunities like regarding like English, like Indonesian speaking English, and you can do it from home. You can work remotely.
Yeah. Yeah, without going outside. Because like the situation. How's COVID in England, by the way?
It's getting better now. Everything is get back to normal, so we can, be wherever now. But then they still put the 2 meter social distance apart from each
Mm,
other, and everywhere we have to go, we have to wear masks. But
I
it's
see.
getting better.
Have you like started to come back to university, studying there, or it's still online classes?
We have been having online classes since March, I think. But then now I'm writing my dissertation. I have finished with all of the courses, so hopefully I will be done
Wow,
soon.
congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, we have one. Oh, we have 1 minute remain.
Okay.
All right then, that's a wrap guys. Jangan lupa, makasih banyak ya pertama, aduh lupa
Thank you.
lagi. Thank you so much Kaunat for your time. And viewers, thank you so much for
Thank
your
you so much for
time.
staying.
Viewers, kalau kalian yang masih SMA dan ragu-ragu mau kuliah di mana, masih bingung, udah ayo cus aja ke atmajaya.ac.id. PBI ini kita masih buka pendaftaran loh teman-teman. Ayo,
Yay.
siapa tahu nanti ada kaonat selanjutnya kan. Pasti pengen deh. Aku juga pengen. Hehe. Ayo teman-teman, udah langsung aja ke atmajaya.ac.id, langsung daftar yang masih bingung. Oke teman-teman, sampai Agustus kok kita masih buka. So, jangan takut karena PBI itu bener-bener asik-asik banget. Iya kan Kaonat? Asik.
Yeah, you will not be jobless for sure if you graduate from PBI because there's
Tuh.
always job opportunities.
There's always a guarantee. Never be jobless, guys. Banyak banget peluangnya. Oke, guys. Tuh, ada yang bilang noted.
Noted.
Noted. Kaonat, I think your fans. There are a lot of your fans here. Wow.
Thank you,
Fans
guys.
Kaonat, show some love dong di
I
second
don't have
terakhir
fans.
kita.